What's up, guys? I'm BTC. We got some more information about the upcoming hero, Ekko, and role queue seems to be a very real possibility now. The achievements for Ashe are now available. If you go to your career page and you look at all of your different achievements, you'll see this right here. You'll see served up and short fuse. You click on this, it says served up, get a killing blow as Ashe on an enemy knocked into the air by Bob in quick or competitive play. And then the other one is kill an enemy by shooting Ashe's dynamite from at least 30 meters away in quick or competitive play. So there you have it, both of Ashe's new achievements. Moving on to the other brand new character, Ekko. This is the Omnic that was found inside the payload during McCree's animation. This is the first time we've been officially introduced to the character, but it has shown up in previous concept art. So this image right here in the center, you can see what appears to be Ekko, or the earlier version of it. And then this one, you have all the different characters, but you actually have names and some of the abilities. So here, the character is called Iris, but obviously that got changed. Iris is now more something that Zenyatta is kind of involved with, and the character name is now Ekko. On this, you have the particle beam, the speed boost, and the shield. So this could be any number of things. The particle beam could be what Zarya ended up getting. It could be what Symmetra ended up getting. And then the speed boost could be an individual thing. It could possibly be what Lucio ended up getting. Shield could be either Zarya's, or maybe it could have been the original version that Symmetra had when she would give out shields and stuff. In any event, I think this stuff can pretty much be completely thrown away, and none of this is going to have any impact on what Ekko can actually do as a character. As far as the symbol on the forehead, so in this image, we were told that the Athena symbol on the top was pretty much just put there to take up space. And if you look at the new symbol on Ekko's forehead, then it's completely different from the Athena symbol. It is a little bit similar to what you find on the Petra map, but even then, there's still quite a bit of differences, so it's definitely not the same. As far as the importance of the character Ekko, McCree in his animation made it very clear that even though everyone was recalled, his main mission was to get Ekko because she was more valuable to the overall cause than he is. And then outside of the animation, Jeff Kaplan has talked about the character a couple of times, and he said that she is extremely important to the overall story and to things moving forward. If I had to take a wild stab in the dark, my prediction is that Ekko is going to play some major role in bringing everlasting peace between the humans and the Omnics and bringing them together and all that sort of deal. Jeff Kaplan has pretty much confirmed that Ekko will be a character at some point. However, he did say she absolutely will not be hero number 30. So somewhere between 31 and 35, the other heroes that they're currently working on, but definitely not hero 30. However, speaking of hero 30, Jeff Kaplan also confirmed that hero number 30 is already completely and fully playable on their internal testing. All the abilities, all that stuff. Now, maybe not all the artwork and the animations aren't completely finished, but he said that it is fully playable on their internal testing, and they treat it as pretty much just another character in the game already at this point. It's totally normal for them to work on multiple characters at the same time, but normally they're going to be in different stages of development. And for them to have just released Ashe and have Hero 30 already fully playable is just crazy. In a previous video, I did mention how I think that they're taking a little too long releasing new heroes. Only 3 a year, it's going to take a long time for them to actually balance out the number of tanks and healers versus DPS that we have in the game. So if they do speed it up, that would be great. You don't want to go too far with it, but I think 4 or 5 a year would definitely work. There was another pretty major announcement that for the most part seemed to just slip under the radar, and that was Jeff Kaplan was talking about role queue and the new social updates that they've added to the game. So he talked about how the endorsement system and looking for group were the first parts of it, and they wanted to see how well that stuff worked, and then they were going to consider adding role queue to the game. Now, we were supposed to get a third social update sometime this fall, around this time frame, but they ended up having to push it back until sometime early next spring. from what Jeff Kaplan and some of the other devs have said in the past, I didn't think they were going to add role queue at all, because they kept saying that they didn't want it, so my guess was that we were going to get some sort of guild system. But now it turns out that, no, it might actually be the role queue. This whole situation should feel very familiar, because Blizzard always does this. They're going to start out by saying, we're never going to add that, not going to happen, never, never, never. And then, you know, several months or whatever go by, well, you know, maybe we might consider. And then more months go by, and they're like, all right, we think we're going to add this thing. So this is pretty much the exact same pattern that they've done with the role queue suggestion. But it does seem like they are a lot more open to it, and there's still some people on the dev team that are resistant and they don't think that it's the best way to handle the game and the matchmaking and stuff like that. However, he did say that they've pretty much locked down the exact method that they would use in order to implement it, because there's a bunch of different versions and variations of the role queue system, but they've figured out the one that they want to use. So if they decide to do it, they already have all the timetables and they know how everything would work and how it would get added to the game. It would be a pretty significant technical addition to the game. It would take a little while to actually build it, but they have all of that stuff laid out, and they just basically need to, as he said, figure out if they're going to do it and then pull the trigger and actually just do it. So I think role queue is now looking like it is a very seriously real possibility, and we're probably looking at something maybe early next spring, possibly summer time frame. But I think role queue is definitely going to be added to the game at this point. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take us to get there. That's some pretty big news. Hero 30 already fully playable, and role queue looks like it is almost certainly going to be added to the game. What do you guys think about this stuff? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Also, come hang out in my Discord server and my Twitch live stream. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see what kind of cool VIP rewards you can get, check the links down below. And remember, always blame the controller, because it's never your fault.